Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Uranus square or opposition Pluto in the natal chart. Some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They're a little bit concise. Some people may refer to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them, in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Uranus square or opposite Pluto in a natal chart, one way it may manifest is that there may be difficulty finding the inspiration, which is Uranus, to do things you have a strong passion and desire for, which is Pluto. Now, let's say if Pluto is in Virgo in the 5th house, as an example, you may have a strong passion and desire for it. It could be extrapolating sports data or just simple analytical, intellectual amusement and enjoyment. Pluto in Libra in the 7th house is another example. May have a very strong passion and desire for balance, forms of competition connected with balance, such as tennis or gymnastics, as another example. And also, too, Uranus square or opposite Pluto in a natal chart may also be expressed in issues finding the passion and desire, which is Pluto, to attain goals and aspirations, which is Uranus. Now, if Uranus is in Aquarius, as an example, goals and aspirations may be connected with astrology, computers, humanitarian, altruistic endeavors, astronomy, innovation, meteorology, rocket science, or aviation, as some examples. Now, also, too, these aspects can also indicate possible difficulty in terms of balancing the activities with friends, which is Uranus, and your intimate connections, which is Pluto. Now, let's say, for example, if Uranus is in Capricorn, one or more friends may actually be a Capricorn sun or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are disciplined, structured, serious, consistent, ambitious, responsible, premeditative, but at the same time may be cold, callous, and undemonstrative as well. And also, too, another way these aspects may be expressed is that friendships, which is Uranus, may not be overly beneficial in making some major change or transformation, which is Pluto. Now, if you have Pluto in the 9th house, for example, it could be some major change or transformation connected with religion or philosophy. It may involve foreign travel. Pluto in the 12th house could be in some major change or transformation on a spiritual level. As another example, Pluto in the 1st could be a simple transformation in the appearance and or physical body. Now, also, too, these aspects can also indicate, not being easy often to incorporate innovation, which is Uranus, in things that are Pluto related, whether it could be forensics or embalming or surgery or the occult, which includes astrology, which is Pluto. The thing is, if Uranus is in Sagittarius, things, even at times when you're able to utilize innovation, whether you're incorporating what I just described or just expressing it in general, may be done with a lot of exuberance, enthusiasm, and optimism, as some examples. And also, too, Uranus square or opposite Pluto in a natal chart may also be expressed in where it could be arduous to express selflessness and altruism, which is Uranus, in your intimate connections and shared resources situations, which is Pluto. Now, If Pluto is in Virgo, as an example, one or more of your intimate connections may actually be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply embody the traits of the sign. It could be those that are analytical, punctilious with details, industrious, helpful, service-oriented, organized, but at the same time, there may be people that are also somewhat negative, or critical, or cynical and judgmental as well. Pluto and Scorpio may be involved with intimate connections that are very, one or more, maybe a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or embody the traits of the sign. It could be those that are very resourceful, resilient, transforming, empowering, incisive, probing, but at the same time may be vengeful, vindictive, jealous, and manipulative as well. Also, too, these aspects may not be overly auspicious in terms of groups, clubs, and organizations, which is Uranus, in being helpful in dealing with crisis situations, which is Pluto. Now, let's say if Pluto is in the 4th house, as an example, you may often be embroiled in crisis situations involving the home, the family, or they may be more prevalent in the latter part of one's life. If Pluto is in the 6th house, as another example, you may endure a lot of crisis situations that are health-related or connected with your work, your employment, as another example. Also, too, these aspects may not be advantageous for as far as deep research and investigation, which is Pluto. Through the internet, like if you're trying to research things through the internet and social media, doesn't mean you can't do it using deep research and investigation, but it may require more of a laborious effort in order to do so, and maybe there may be more delays that are encountered in attempts to do this. And the thing is, now let's say if Pluto is in Scorpio, as an example, deep research and investigation may be done with more passion, desire, and emotional intensity. Pluto in Sagittarius, deep research and investigation may be flavored with more expansiveness, exuberance, enthusiasm, and optimism. Now, also too, another way these aspects may be expressed in the natal chart is that trauma, which is Pluto, may more likely to have an adverse effect on attaining objectives, which is Uranus, than most people. And the thing about this is, let's say, if Uranus is in Pisces, as an example, your objectives may be tied in. It could be with poetry, dancing, helping those less fortunate, chemistry, anesthesiology, filmography, spirituality, or the metaphysical, which includes astrology. And also, too, there may be more difficulty as far as getting loans and support, which is Pluto, in order to help with your future, which is Uranus. Now, let's say, for example, if Uranus is in Libra, the future may be tied in with art, music, arbitration, negotiation, human resources. It even could be work involving scales, because that's connected with Libra, such as scale, production, designing scales, as an example. And also, too, Uranus square or opposite Pluto may also manifest in having, it could be more difficulty in terms of moving forward, which is Uranus, if you're trying to deal or cope with death, which is Pluto, compared to most people. Pluto in the 5th could be the death of a child or a romantic partner. Pluto in the 7th could be one connected with a significant other or marriage partner, somebody that you may have been in some kind of partnership with, like a business partnership. As an example, Pluto in the first house could be the death of, maybe it's a grandparent or somebody that was prominent in your early childhood, as an example. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.